Hi, I wasn't expecting to make this video today, but I learned about Roe v. Wade being overturned. I do not live in the US and I probably shouldn't feel affected, but I do. I somehow feel very emotionally affected by this, and I am sure that I'm not the only one. So I wanted to help in the best way that I know how, which is with a tarot reading. I understand that that is not for everyone, so if you clicked on this video for whatever reason, maybe you didn't even expect me to do a reading, whatever it is, and you are not really into tarot, then I suggest, before you click off of the video though, check the description box below. I'm gonna link petitions there, as well as other things that you can do to help people with uteruses in the US. So yeah, I am not gonna hold back with my readings, or my cards don't really hold back in my readings. So if you are not in a headspace right now to listen to all of this, speed through to the self-care portion, because I do intend to, at the end, sort of lighten things up and brighten the mood a bit with some self-care prompts and some hopefully positive affirming messages. So let's go. I want to first know, how did this decision came to be? Like, how did this decision came to be, Roe v. Wade? I have the Ace of Pentacles. That tells me money. Money was very much involved in this decision. Eight of Wands, like slowing down, delaying, people not wanting to move forward because there's a lot of money to be gained. I don't think any of this is a surprise. People did not want things to move forward. Things were going too fast according to a lot of people, and according to the people who actually had a hand in making this decision and overturning this. And the reason was money. They didn't want things to move too quickly. They thought society was moving too fast and they want to just put a stop to it, basically. I don't think anyone is surprised by that. I have Temperance in reverse. So putting things out of balance again, because that is basically what is happening right here. I don't know how to word this, but things are out of balance now because people with uteruses now have less rights than people with uteruses. And that is exactly the point. I think that is exactly the point. Things are now out of balance so that those without uteruses can now thrive and they can financially gain. And that is the whole reasoning. I think a huge part is wanting to bring things, I genuinely think they think things are being put back into balance, but also I think they don't care because money is just such a huge factor here. I have the Page of Swords in reverse, and the Page of Swords to me is being outspoken, but they are they want to silence people, and this is their sort of their way of doing things. And maybe was even someone, I don't know how the US government and everything works, but there might be someone like on the inside that was trying to speak up and they were trying to silence them. I don't know if that makes sense. Please let me know in the comments down below if that makes sense to anyone. But I feel like there was something about silencing people, but also almost like, because to me the Page of Swords is about a thirst for information, wanting new information, but we have it in reverse. So one of the things that was to gain here is to restrict certain information. And one thing that pops into my mind is restricting information on like proper sex education. And that is, I don't know if that is necessarily a reason behind this, or if we are slowly starting to get into what is going to happen now. So what is going to happen next? And I actually want to pull cards for that. Like, what is going to happen next? What can we expect? What is going to happen next? Ooh. I have the King of Pentacles, big bosses, Six of Cups, kids. Wow. Yeah, the Six of Cups, that is literally about kids. It can be about holding on to the past as well. So people, and you can see that a couple of different ways, because what the past is now is for many people, legal abortions is now in the past, which is a very, very hard pill to swallow. And that is something that people are going to actively work towards to get back to access to legal abortions. But on the other hand, we also have people wanting to go maybe even further back in the past, where certain people had less rights than what they do now. So it's almost like people in power are gonna try to move this even further. And I'm gonna link a video down below by Jen from Fundy Fridays. I hope the video is still up because she's actually in a huge thing right now with copyright strikes. So I hope her channel is still up because that video that she made was so important. And it is about that if this was overturned, which it now is, this is not the only thing that they're gonna try and take away. There are people in high places that are gonna try and move further. But I do have to say, the King of Pentacles here is upright. So that also makes me think that there are people up in high places that are gonna try to have a positive input. Some people in high places actually care about children, and they actually care about where kids end up. Yeah, and I fully expected the Six of Cups to be pulled in this reading. So let's see, what else can we expect to happen? The Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands, you can see this as an underdog, and that is, like, I am pulling all the cards I probably should have expected to pull. The Seven of Wands, and I'm gonna show you upright if you can even see on camera. We see someone, an underdog, someone being alone, being attacked by many, many people, and upright, they still have the overhand, so they are still able to win this even though they are being attacked by all these people. But we have it in reverse here. So we can see this from like both sides. On one side, we can see people that now have less rights, people with uteruses now have less rights, and they are feeling like they are under attack. And I totally understand that. On the other hand, I see this as fighting back, that the government did that, or at least part of the government did that. Like I said, I don't completely understand everything about the US government. But people are not going to sit still. People are going to fight. People are going to fight back. And I feel like here it's the underdogs that are fighting back. So where usually with upright, I feel like there's an underdog that is being fought by others. But right now I feel like the underdogs, so the people with uteruses, and just anyone standing behind this fight, they're gonna fight back. And I feel like the people high up cannot ignore this. I don't know if they will try to, but they cannot ignore how much this is gonna be fought. I have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. The Knight of Pentacles to me is about moving very slowly, calculated, slow and steady wins the race, but it's in reverse now, so we're gonna have to act quick. And people who want to fight back, you're gonna have to fight quick, and you're gonna have to act quick. The Knight of Pentacles is also about material security, but it's in reverse. So a lot of people, material security is on the line here, and a lot of people's material security is going to be affected here, which just sucks. I have no other words for this, but it just sucks. I'm just sighing. I don't even know anymore. I want to take a look at what can we do? What can we do here? Like I said, I have linked petitions and other places like where you can donate, and I still have to look it up right now. I'm doing the reading first, and then I'm going to put it all together. But there are going to be resources for you to get help, but also to show compassion, to help others. What can we do? I have the King of Wands. We're going to have to take charge. We're going to have to do the things. The King of Wands is an inspirational leader. We can see this as someone who is a pillar of a community. We're gonna have to form a community. We're gonna have to follow the actual inspirational leaders who want change for the better, and we're gonna have to fight back. That's basically what we're gonna have to do, fight back and to show what we can do. Here we have the Empress in reverse. I am so not surprised to see the Empress in reverse here, because the Empress, we see this as femininity. This is like mothering energy, and some people don't want to be parents, and that's fine. And some people who do have uteruses also don't want to be parents, and that is fine. However, like I said, it's on the line here, and they're going to be negatively affected. And I feel like, as much as it sucks to say this, and I don't think it's right, but what I'm getting is that they're gonna be made an example of how much this is gonna affect people with uteruses, especially those who don't want to be parents, and there are gonna be people affected who can, and almost like those can be the inspirational leaders that I talked about, that they can be an example of how this affects people's lives, like in such a negative way. Like I don't like that, okay? I don't like people going through severe traumatic experiences, having to be leaders, having to be made an example. I don't like it one bit, but I almost feel like that is going to be somewhat necessary to win this fight, or to get anywhere within this fight. Let's see, what else can we do? You guys, this is the Hierophant in reverse. The Hierophant is like institutions, it's government, it's tradition, things that, sorry, words, the way things were always done. But we're gonna have to fight against that, and I definitely see that, like, I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm pulling all the cards I was expecting to, or I could have expected to pull. And yeah, the Hierophant, like I said, is about institutions. It's about big corporations that want to affect us, and it's in a negative way. However, I do see in this image we have keys here, so there might be a key to a solution within another institution, within another big corporation. And it's almost as if we're gonna have to work together with this institution to make shit happen. Like, again, I don't like it, but I almost feel like that is what needs to happen. And here I have the Hanged Man, and this is very interesting. I did not expect to pull this, but the Hanged Man is about like the calm after a storm. So it could be that after the storm of protest, there's gonna be a little bit of calm before things start to happen again, before things start to change again. We can also see this as perspective, so someone might even change perspective, or we're gonna have to change this perspective of what is happening here. Like, there are so many things that the Hanged Man here could indicate, could mean. This is also a card that I don't like. This is a card also about surrender and acceptance. And I know that it's upright. I don't believe that this is a fight that should be surrendered. I don't believe that this is a ruling that should be accepted. I feel like we should fight this, and we should make sure that this doesn't happen. That there's going to be a calm, that there's going to be a overall change in perspective, as if this is all good and it's supposed to happen. We're going to have to prevent this from being accepted. We're going to have to keep fighting, is what I'm seeing. But also, I feel like the Hanged Man here for some people might be to just take a pause. If this is all too much, emotionally, mentally, physically, if it's all too much, then maybe you should take for some people it might be a message to take a little bit of a break, to take a little bit of a pause from the fight, because you also have to keep your own mental health and your own mental strength in mind. So with that being said, I want to grab a self-care prompt, and a self-worth prompt or self-worth affirmation from two of my favorite oracle decks at the moment, so that we can slow down a little. We just heard a lot. If there's some information from here that you wanna add to in the comments, I would really appreciate it. If people enjoy this reading enough, I could definitely do another one, because I feel like these topics are very important and I would love to use my channel, small as it is, as a way to get people together to fight for causes that I personally believe in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull 3 prompts for self-care, and we're all just gonna, god damn it, sorry, I just saw what I pulled. We're just gonna pick one of these and to do, hopefully over the weekend. So what I did here, I had write a gratitude list. And sometimes that is what we need, and it sucks because there is now a lot to be scared about. But I think to keep your own mental health in check, it could be important to write a gratitude list. The card that I damned about is this one, connect with your womb. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say about that. It sucks. I sort of hate that I pulled this card, but I did. And then family. And family to me doesn't always have to be someone who you are related to, but people, loved ones. So if you feel affected by this, and if you watch this, I assume that you do feel affected by it, reach out to loved ones, reach out for support. And if you don't have anyone in your life, or you feel like you don't have anyone in your life, reach out in the comments and we will take care of you. So take one of these self-care prompts, focus on it for the weekend. And now I want to grab a card from my Therapets Oracle. I recently got this and it has a bunch of beautiful affirmations to hopefully keep us going a little bit. I here have, you are a whole person, you are complete. I love that quote, I love that affirmation. Yeah, you are a whole person, and not only are you complete, you deserve to have just your rights. You deserve to have your rights because you are a whole person. Here it says, it's okay to float along, it's okay to just be. And this is your cue, your encouragement, and saying that you are allowed to sometimes take a little bit of a break, to just be instead of fight all the time. And it's also okay to take a little bit of time off to from all the heavy reporting and all the heavy I just saw the next quote, for all the heavy news. And the next one is, you are strong enough. I love these cards. I'm just gonna pull one more and then we're gonna be finished. Yeah, no, I think we're done. I think we're done. I'm sorry. I also brought out my Lenormand deck to really take a look in the future of what we can expect, but I feel like we sort of got that already with the tarot, and I sort of don't want to go any deeper than that. So yeah, again, if you enjoyed this, please click the links in the description box below, sign petitions, do whatever you can to fight this cause. And yeah, I want you to know you are appreciated. You deserve to have your rights. I'm really sorry to everyone in the US with uteruses, or anyone just overall who feels affected by this. You are loved. Check out the spotlight for the yeah, petitions and stuff. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you tune in next time. Bye.